Hey gamers! As you can see in my previous videos, I love side-scrolling beat'em ups, both in the arcades and in home consoles. I wanted to do my top 10 a couple of months ago, but I waited for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Shredder's Revenge and Final Vendetta to do this list. Now, I'm just going to pick one game for franchise, and this is just my personal opinion, because we all have different tastes, okay? So, let's start. Warriors of Fate. Warriors of Fate was released in 1992 by Capcom. We can choose between 5 different characters, and just like it was in the golden years of the arcades, we play with only 2 buttons. The characters are very different from each other, and we can perform some unique attacks, not just the typical punch, jump and grab. We can also do some special moves, pick weapons and even ride a horse that give us great reach over the enemies. Double Dragon Neon. Double Dragon Neon was released in 2012. I love the Double Dragon series, and this one is my favorite. I even did a long play here in the channel. As usually, both Billy and Jimmy have the same moves and special moves, and this time we can update our characters by new moves, special moves and magic. The gameplay is excellent, especially playing in co-op. Final Fight 3. Final Fight 3 was released in 1995. I also love Final Fight 1 and 2, but in my opinion, this third one is the best. For the first time, we have special moves and super moves, and also we can choose between 4 playable characters that give us different gameplay and also more replay volume. Fighting Rage. Fighting Rage was released in 2017. It was at the time a total surprise for me. And it's another game that I made a long play here in the channel. We can only choose 3 playable characters, but the gameplay is great. This game has many special moves, and the combo possibilities are endless. Some enemies pay tributes to games such as Street of Rage, Final Fight, Street Fighter, Fatal Fury and more. We can choose between different paths, and the gameplay is fast and super hype. If you never played this game, I strongly recommend it. Golden Axe Revenge of Death Header. Golden Axe Revenge of Death Header was released in 1992 by Sega, and in my opinion is not only the best Golden Axe, but also one of the best Sega games ever. For the first time in the Golden Axe game, we can also play not only with 2, but also with 3 and 4 players at the same time. We can also choose different paths, and the gameplay is the best in any Golden Axe game. With the help of another player, we can perform a special move, and just like the old Golden Axe games, we can ride the beasts to attack our enemies. Castle Crashers. Castle Crashers was released in 2008. This side-scrolling beat'em up incorporates a small number of role-playing elements, such as level up our characters, unlock special moves, update our magic, buying different weapons, replaying the same level. We also have a map, and you must unlock some levels that gives the game much replay value. We can play with 4 playable characters, either local or online. And what I most love in this game, besides the excellent gameplay and the combos, is the graphics and the comedy. The graphics are very colorful and cartoony, and the humor is very unique, and I never find one person that dislikes this game. Punisher was released in 1993. And in my opinion is one of the games with the best gameplay. We play as Frank Castle or Nick Fury, and we must kill the Kingpin and bring down his organization. Both characters have the same moves, and we have many moves at our disposal. as well as a ton of weapons to pick up. The weapons are very useful, and we are much stronger with most of them. We can jump and throw grenades that hit all the enemies on the screen, and although the game have only 2 playable characters and only 6 levels, the enemies, the bosses and especially the gameplay pays off. This is one of the games that I finish more times in my arcade machine, both in single player and co-op. Alien vs Predator. Alien vs Predator was released in 1994, and just like Golden Axe Revenge of the Predator, this game was never released for home consoles. We can choose between 4 playable characters, 2 Predators, Hunter and Warrior, and 2 Soldiers, Major Dutch, that is inspired by the character of Arnold Schwarzenegger in the first movie, and Lieutenant Lin, that is one of my favorite characters in any side-scrolling beat'em up. We play with 3 buttons, punch, jump and fire, that we can fire a couple of bullets before we have to reload or refill our weapon. This is possible the game in this list with more enemies on the screen. The action is non-stop, the aliens are super fast, and sometimes we don't even have time to breathe. This is, in my opinion of course, the best Capcom side-scrolling beat'em up, and it's a shame that it was never portable for a home console, not even in the Capcom Arcade Collection. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge was released this year in 2022, and it enters straight for number 2. I love the Ninja Turtles since I was a kid, and I never expected to see a Ninja Turtles game better than Turtles in Time. And contrary to Turtles in Time, this time all the characters have a different gameplay and his own attributes in range, speed, stamina, power and special moves. The game is big and we have a world map that I love. We can also play 4-player local and 6 players online, so we never get bored playing this game. Street of Rage 4. Street of Rage 4 was released in 2020. I did a video about the Street of Rage series, and at the time I said that Street of Rage 2 was the best in the series, but after the release of the DLC Mr. X Nightmare, I can say that Street of Rage 4 is not only my favorite Street of Rage, but also my favorite side-scrolling beat'em up and my second favorite game of all time after Zelda Ocarina of Time. The DLC brings so much, but so much to the game. Now we can play with Shiva, Estel and Max. We also have boss mode, survivor mode and more special moves and super moves to all the characters. About the gameplay is modern and great. We can launch the enemies to the air, jump with them and continue the combo in the air. The enemies can also bounce in the floor, in the walls, and we can continue the combo. Playing with 8 different characters also gives the gameplay more diversity, and I love the game so much that I have more than 400 hours of gameplay. So how about you gamers? Which is your favorite side-scrolling beat'em up? Please let me know in the comments. As always, I hope you like this video and I hope to see you in the next one. Take care.